Howdy, howdy, and good evening, folks. Your resident Seraph Corazar here. Going over my checklist. We have a big checklist of things. Good evening to the Pixel Pair and Durshep. We've got APEC and Optimistic Pessimist and Genesis. Welcome. APEC apparently has a bottle for a walloping. So how are you folks tonight? I myself am... I think I'm coming down with something again. I thought I was getting over whatever I had, like here and there over the holidays, and all of a sudden get that little scratchiness and a little bit of like that sort of weird pressure in the sinuses. Like, oh no. Darn it, kids. You're playing Planet of Lana. And you just enter the spider area. I've never heard of that. Planet of Lana. I'm sitting in the temple trying to kickstart the music again. And apparently even the menu buttons echo in there. In the here. You were tired from work? The hospital's crazy this time of year? Yeah, hospital work is generally crazy, as I understand. Hey there, Oak Tree. Welcome. Good to have Mod around. Alright, I think I'm good with my list of things to do here. I made a few changes from the end of last stream, where I talked about working on that one staircase. I think that's not going to happen, because I realized there was something else we need to work on as well. You have a lot of chores in your server, furnaces to load, charcoal to make, and muffins to bake. Well, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to drag you all in here. Drag you kicking and screaming to join me. Hey folks, it's me. It's Wednesday. It is 8:30. Let's get started. Or should I say, let's get to it. Don't let Carissa hear me say that. And don't tell her I said it. This is for 5 hours. Oh goody. Well, so I made a slight change to our list here. So I wanted to do the temple stairs, not these stairs, but the ones that we're looking at right there, as a potential, like, if we finish everything else, which you probably not. But I realized we need more clay planters, and we probably want them in an array of different colors, since we weren't able to buy really any of the clay planters from our pottery or artisans. Now, the pottery guys had some, but they were only the modded planters. I don't find them that attractive, really. And our other guy was selling one kind of planter for a lot of money. And then we rested to refresh his stock, and he refreshed and had nothing in stock. So, yeah, he was useless. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to fill up this chest first. Is there sand in here already? There is a little right there. Okay. And we're going to put everything else that we can into here, which is going to be no. Go away. We don't need you or you or you. Although we do need to take stock. So we should check. I think we have another steel chisel or wedge chisel. So we should be good there. Let's go and check out our tools. And the first thing we have is, of course, to check and smith tools. I don't think we have a ton to make, but someone brought it up at our last stream. Hey there, Ingerand. Chat finally loaded for you. Hey there, Hazard. You found that bloomeries do not make shiny piles of metal? Well, I didn't... It's from a Discord discussion for those of you who aren't privy to it. I mean, like, yeah, they make, you know, blobs of black goop. But I meant more like once you're all said and done. Okay, so we do have a wedge chisel. We should probably make, or at least let's go check first. We probably need another rough cut chisel, and we may want another finishing chisel. We'll see what the durability is like on these guys. Okay, so we have a fresh rough cut. Fresh you're pretty fresh. I don't think we need anything really. Oh boy. We're gonna get struck by lightning here, aren't we? Do I have another rough cut chisel? I do, okay. So, the only thing here that's running low is the hand wedge, and we use it so little. I mean, sure, we're already through 1,000 durability here, but that's been over, like, what? 18 months of play? If not more. So, I think we're going to focus on, we'll make a steel knife, we'll check our axe at home, check the pro pick. We do have another regular pickaxe here. But we could probably make, like, another couple. But maybe I'll just see. Pickaxe. Times 2. Knife. Get those up to here. I can. Go. We'll make you blue just as, like, a subcategory indicator. More tools in here. You know, since we're already here, let's do the fruit tree check now, so that we don't like let the trees go for another like forever, another day or two before we get back to them. So let's do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Orange, Mongo, and Liche. There we go. So all those bloomeries on Discord will make 6 piles of shiny steel. Wow, that's a lot. The Planet Blana is an RPG, huh? Cool. I generally like RPGs, so I may have to check it out later. Birch tree. Boop. I thought I had a second one along here that was dead, but I guess not. Oh, here it is. Breadfruit. Dead fruit. Olive breadfruit. There we go. And the visibility here is like so bad. Part of me is considering we might want to, like, sooner rather than later start the south arm, and at least just do the top so we can get the gravel in and get the trees growing, just because they take forever and they die a lot. There we go. Granite. There you are. Just keep dodging the lightning. Planet Blana is not an RPG. Oh, okay. It is a puzzle platformer that focuses on visual storytelling. Oh, okay, I gotcha. If you wear full chainmail, you should be immune to lightning strikes. Why is that? I would think metal would make you more susceptible to it. Wow, that's bright. Okay, so it looks like this is it. This branch is done, or this armor is done. Alright, so we can... Fruit tree check. Done. Oops. There it is here. Vanna's a great game nonetheless. You'd recommend it. So a puzzle platformer. Not usually my cup of tea, if you couldn't guess by now. I don't know. I mean, still could be worth it. I have played platformers. I've enjoyed it in the past. Just it's been a very long time. Alright, so you, and you. Those line up. They do. Good. Jolly good. Electricity expects least resistance. The armor would be that path. Well, apparently there was actually a video about lightning strikes I saw. It was a short, really. But apparently, so when you are struck by lightning, almost all the energy already goes around you, generally speaking. It travels like across your skin. Only like a really tiny percentage actually goes through your body, which is why lightning strikes are actually not terribly deadly. It's about 10% of the time, as I understand. 3 days in this, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna put the gears away. Our cold hard cache. Yeah, I might if the Steam profile has a little bit of gameplay, I might judge based on that. So we do already have a regular pickaxe here. We have a full bit of shears, a mostly full scythe, skithy, a silver knife. Woohoo! Okay, so let's make an axe. We will still do 2 pickaxes because I like to have like a 4 as a total backup. We like a pro pick, so let's see. We've got the axe. Here we go, axe and pro pick. Tropic. And we did the silver fox, that's right. Let's see. Oh, shovels. I think we need a couple shovels. Do shovels times 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we may as well make one more thing to fill up our forges. I'm thinking that thing should probably be a fresh falx, I want to say. Because like this one, I guess I can't pick it up yet. Now can I? Oh, because this is in the way. 4.8, 5.3. It has like half the durability of our half worn down silver falx, so yeah, we'll make a steel falx. Oops, what did I just do? I don't know. Falx. There we go. And scoochy uppy. There we go. I am going to scoot this up though, because we do need to get smelting on these before we start forging our other stuff. Now we might need to maybe go and get some more malachite. We probably should make a couple more hammers. Like, no, we have at least one over there. So skip that for now. Long live X skills. You asked for a batch of axes. Every single axe forge can trigger the duplication skill. Good grief. So every 20 gives us 1. I really wish that the tooltip did not spawn right there. It's hard to see what I'm trying to do here. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter. Don't have to do this. But you can if you want to. Alright, so 400, because we do have, I believe, 4 molds for that. Yes, we do. Okay. Sweet. Then let's get moving on some brown coal. we go. Did you plan on putting a library or reliquary in the tower? Yes, there will be a library of sorts in the tower. And the plan is, I think what I'm going to do is that we have a whole bunch of bookshelf blocks. They might be at the temple. We have a few here. So the plan is, we have a bunch of these guys. And what I'm going to do is we'll probably end up, like, trading these into the creative inventory for, like, fresh ones as if we'd refurbish them. Because as far as I know, there is no place, including in, at least as far as I know, again, the Better Ruins mod ruins, that you can actually get the, like, restored bookshelves. And so I think it'd be cool just to have some of those. And to, you know, if we're building a library, we wouldn't stock it with cobwebs. Just a thought. Mike, check, you're hearing a few hard P's. My mic is like reasonably far away from my face. I do use a headset mic, which isn't the best, but it is about as good as I can get for a headset mic. I just scooched my mic about another centimeter away. American using centimeter. What's the world coming to? That's going. That'll be a couple minutes here. I think it's not wise to go and start steel just yet. We'll be running right back. Ooh, we do have these copper plates. What was I going to use these for, guys? Anybody know? Oh, I was going to make some more hoppers, wasn't I? We ended up not needing them. That, I know I've mentioned wanting to use different color lanterns in different places. I mean, this is just 28 lanterns sitting here staring me in the face. That might not be a task for tonight, but something to think about. Ooh, you know what? While this is going, and it's calm, which I shouldn't have said out loud because now the game will know, we should go and harvest the bees over here, which means we're going to need some of these and some of those. And one more. Oops. There we go. How's this going? Oh, almost done. Welcome to the rest of the world. You saw another American today talk about his snacks in grams, not ounces. Were those snacks or were those illegal snacks? Should probably get the tongs. Oh, whoops. Why is there rot? What did I place here forever ago that turned into rot? I wonder. Oh, let's grab this out of here. Okay, so we can do a bit of this, do a bit of that. Pumpkins? No, we are now beyond pumpkin season because we can no longer turn them into jack-o'-lanterns. And pies are fun. Pies sure are fun, but they do require somewhat more work per unit of food you get out of them. So I'm gonna go back to using our crocks. And I may use some pumpkins for those meals, but I'm probably just going to use the olive trees, to be honest. I did bring enough clay, right? Yes, okay, good. Ooh. Out of here, out of here, out of here. You. Oh yeah, we've been neglecting these bees. Hardcore parkour. Is the rot pumpkins? I don't know. Oh, you know, it might have been, because I think I put some pumpkins down there. Oh, you know what? I think those were the green pumpkins, the ones that didn't mature. I think that's where I put those. So I guess they do still have a spoil timer, which is kind of weird. There you are. Oh. Not quite enough. That's our first swarm of the evening. Yeah, we are sick of pumpkin pie. Maybe we'll do pineapple pie next. Those pineapples are like 10 years old. Oh boy. Hopefully the jack-o'-lantern blocks won't spoil. They won't because they are chiseled blocks. I'm not too worried about them. I forget, is it? Right, you have to put this down and then knife it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And boop. Ah, gorgeous. Love that color. Doesn't fit the desert very well, but gorgeous color. And go ahead and load this up. Oh, come on, get in there. And spin. Instead of drinking the honey, I should have a secret honey storage that the head priest or scribe has. The one with the like illegal sweet tooth. Goodbye. Yoink. Okay. Cool. Let's put these guys away. I'm gonna hydrate here for a minute, so give me just a moment. Okay. Sorry about that. Definitely come down with something. I got that little scratch in the throat that I can't quite get rid of. Got a little bit of rot here, I'd say. Maybe put some amaranth in the internal tower gardens. I had talked about that at last stream, and I think I'm not going to because it is really bright, and we already planted what was it, the cornflower. It had a really bright green component, and it's kind of ugly. So we're actually looking at removing those too and replacing them maybe with trees. All right, leave you here for now. Let's go. These down as well. Let's go do some of the smithing I promised y'all. I know you're all here for the crazy action of smithing. Smithlin. I'm the Smithlin man. Okay. Won't be smithing a whole lot, apparently. It's good. You know, you can stay here. There. Oh, we got 4 more of these, too. That's, what, 2 more lanterns? You come with me. You go... You know what? Alright, right. I can't put it under there. It'll get rained on. Put you there. Alright. Tongs. Hammer. Ooh, almost did hammer. It's probably more than enough for tonight, though. What we're doing. Yeah, I think we'll wait on hammers, because we don't really go through them that quickly these days. We do have an extra one over at the temple. So, yeah, we'll do a hammer when we have more to do that will let us fill up one of these. But, I do spy... Yes. Oh yeah. Tuck these guys back in here. Oh, we have 8 more painters already. Sweet. Good to know. I do have 16 and 64. Good. Sometimes I've noticed that some things can kind of like phase through the floor a little bit. Presses the no wind button. Well, luckily, luckily today we don't need the helve hammer. I mean, we could certainly helve these guys out. I don't really feel the need to today, but we can if you guys want me to. Alright, so we are doing... knife. Where's my knife? There we go. Alright, don't... Oh, why am I crouched? There we go. Whew. Split that off. Some smithing ASMR going on here. Ain't too bad. Alright, so knife. 2 pickaxes. So we'll start with this one here. Tappy tap tap. If you use the space laser dashboard instead by accident. Well, you missed. All the space laser bolts are coming down over at the temple. Well, you might just hit the elk because the elk just screamed. Speaking of the elk, it's kind of funny, the video of me falling in a hole while riding on Yakul on our trip back from the devastation is suddenly getting a lot more attention for whatever reason. Like, everybody and their brother is like, Undertale! Undertale! I'm just like, oh my goodness. The number of comments that are just Undertale or something similar to that is too dang high. Oh, someone just hit Yakul again with a laser. Okay, oops. What's next? An axe. Alright. Here is the axe head. There you are. Let's also light these up while we're working. Oops. Wrong button. Some heavy hits to get those smashed out. And heavy hits are basically always more efficient than not. Like, than trying to do everything. But assuming there's a use case for it. There isn't always one, but usually there is. Hey there, ZS3000. You just watched this building get built yesterday, you're catching up? Hey, awesome. And welcome to a live stream. Alright, there we go. It's done, so we can mark off the axe. The H episode. Hey there, Ryuga. You're watching Shin Megami Tensei 3 videos? Alright, so Pro Pick. We're ready. Let's see, Pro Pick. There you are. Oops. Someday I'll learn how to play this game. Figure the controls out. You did see the H episode. Yeah, it was a whole thing, wasn't it? The alloy is deeply cursed indeed. Listen, Hazard. Listen, Hazard. It's not okay to be this wrong about everything. Alright, what's our next thing? Here we go, Falcons. Let's see. Oh, this one. The Falcons are just pain. I think the Falcon should be better centered. Like, you wouldn't really work over here in the anvil. Like, it should be just... I feel like the rotation point is the problem. Like, the center of the Falcons is like here, not here. Weird. Oh, that surprised me. Whew. Okay. So we did do more more smithing than I expected. So we can do that, add a bit of that. Scooch you over. Gotta work for the Falcons, but it gives you green gears as a reward. Yeah, sometimes, when you get lucky. So I need to bring 4 over. Good. Okay. That was fun. Sheesh. Alright, so it's time for... Ooh, these are cooling down fast. Time for shovels. Shovels are there. So heavy hit. Oops. Heavy hit. There we go. And then scoot you guys to the right. Everybody goes up. You're afraid for your compatriots who went to the Forlorn Hope ruin and came back with the best alloy in the world? I suppose there's just no accounting for taste, is there? Ooh. Steel starts to become too hard to work at. We have 750, so we gotta hurry. Oh, it seems to be stuck at 786, so I'll take it. There we go. All right. Wow, that went faster than I thought. Like, a lot faster. Okay. So, done. I'm going to scoot this down since we're now back to this. And I guess we'll hang up our tools. Although not until, at least for these guys, we're going to use this guy. Yeah, these all have tool shaft requirements, so we'll just do this. Boop. Boop. Instant cooling. Did you know if you touch hot metal to wood, the metal just cools instantly? Yep, that's how it works. Just like real life. Bite to eat. I would say the wind has not been kind as far as smithing these go, so let's just leave these for a later date. Pop you here. Get wet. It's good for you, right? I was told drink more water. Well, that goes for my ingots as well. Molly chocolate taco? What is that? Oh, one of the chocos. Took me a minute there. You like meteoric iron foxes? Yeah, they're pretty good. I think their damage is only slightly lower than the steel. Let's find out. Falx. Meteoric iron is... Oh, it's the same damage. Okay. That's a really nice model, though. I like that. The color. It's pretty cool. This is what we have right now, which I think is a really neat color as well. Let's get you out of here. And we are on to making more strips and nails. Fire is heat that wants to be cold. I mean, technically, the law of entropy. You're just spreading energy out. Right, the hammer is over here. Let's do a bit of this. 12 gets us to 84. Get a few left over. I do kind of wish we had some more of those molds, which I guess, you know, we could just make a few more of them. Yeah, we could do them. They're not too hard. By hard, I mean more like they don't take much time specifically. Let's get some more coal. It didn't really require much. Let's start with 4. That might still be overkill. I think it was more like 3 last time. Imagine if Tyron made it so that the hot steel would make the tool handles catch fire. That'd be pretty funny. Arrow. Oh, sorry, right, I'm like, wait a minute. We've been making arrowheads, but we have these molds. Well, we can't pour steel yet, so, or perhaps ever. Okay, so we got 14 plus 16. Yes, please. That's 15 trunks right there. You know, I don't think we need more than 4. We can just sort of pace ourselves and spend some time putting our tools away, first of all. And let's get you off the bar, and you and you. We'll put the nice fresh stuff up here. I guess we'll put you there. Fox can go, I guess, there. Sure, why not? Ropic. Rumble. Rumble, where do you go? I made too many things today, apparently. You know, I'll keep this one on me because ours is about to die. And I feel like we go through shovels more than other stuff. However, you are now full. No, you're not. There we go. There we go. Good. Alright, so... Oops. Some fire clay, blue-gray clay, fire clay brick. Okay. So I wanted to make some planters. Oh, come on. I can't tell which ones are the, there we go. Cream. The raw blue clay planter, okay. Oh, so are all of these? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are these all the, I think these are all of the, oh, it's raw, never mind. These are all the vanilla colors, right? Fire clay. Okay, oh, we have 8, so this one, so, yeah. The black ones are blue. So we have fire clay, blue clay, red, one of each so far. Blue, blue, red, red. So fire clay always turns into the fire clay one, but the other colors turn into 3 different colors each. Oh boy. I have not dealt with this a whole lot. Now we do need to go and get us some red clay. So why don't we burn up some of this steel shovel, doing exactly that. We'll also get some fire clay, since we don't have a whole lot of that left either. We turned it all into bricks previously. So we got fire clay there and red clay. That's easy. Oops. If I don't press the wrong buttons. Yeah, let's go. Oh, that way. Do you want a brief explanation of what an acorn is? In a nutshell, it's an oak tree. Bump. Hello, that's cute. It's a cute little flower model, like that. So I think what we'll do is, you know what we'll do? We'll get you cool. Reason being, I want to make one trip if we can. I figure I can fill up my inventory and my basket with one type, and then we'll fill up Yakul's saddlebag with the other kind. Of whichever one comes first. Hey buddy, you get to leave your really tiny pen with no food for once. Come here, come with me. Come on. Let's roll, dude. I wish he had, like, I don't know, 20% more turn speed. Maybe more than 20. Alright, we're gonna zoom out a little bit. There we go. Would you like to sprint, sir? There we go. Yeah, that sprinting has been a little finicky for a little while now. Hey there, Patrick Acock. Welcome. Good to have you back. Munch on the way. Giddly up, giddly up, giddly up, giddly up. Oh, no. Oh, it's so irritating. Here we go. Has anybody else with the elk had that problem where the sprint just doesn't respond? I'd be curious if maybe it's something on my end. Like if I have some pair of keys mapped particularly inconveniently, or what? There we go. Alright, so I think, yeah, we'll fill up his saddlebags with the fire clay, and we'll fill up our inventory with red clay. And the basket on our back. And then we'll go do a little bit of clay forming. Oh no, we have it. Oh shoot! I forgot we just put on that copper. So we'll have to go. We'll reheat that that crucible when we get back. That'll be way cooled. I'm guessing. Unless we get stupid lucky. Is it a mod interaction? I mean, it could be, but I don't think I have any mods that otherwise bind to my shift key. Just sort of started doing it one day in like 1.21.5-ish or so. You haven't done the second story thing yet and haven't redone the first since the update, so you haven't had enough yet? Ah, I gotcha. So you no longer have to do the story to get the elk. I don't know where you'd find them, because I haven't been in a temperate zone for a long time. But apparently you can find elk, out and about. And if you can find and trap one of their babies with, I think, a large cage or large trap, then you can take it home and basically, you know, raise it and feed it and stuff. And over time, it becomes tame, and then you can put a saddle on it once it grows up. I think also, I don't know for sure, but I think you can still buy the elk for 100 gears, even if you haven't gotten the Eidolon head. But don't quote me. I have not looked into that extensively. We may have to go back sooner rather than later because it's getting dark. I see a friend generator over there. So maybe we will pour some copper. It's still hot. Are the saddles craftable or buy only? You craft them. What's not craftable are, well, no, there are craftable elk charms, which is what you use to like mark an elk as yours. Generally speaking, the kind of like plainer ones are ones that you can craft yourself, and the fancier ones you gotta find as treasure or buy. I want to say the saddle blankets, I can craft them in this, but I know I have on I think it's a simple tailoring mod, that may or may not be what lets you craft them. I don't know what the vanilla crafting is like for those, whether you can or not. Okay, so some saddle blankets and the charms, yeah, yep, and some charms specifically, yep. I think they're 3. Yeah, it'll be interesting whenever this series is over and I start up the next guide season. I'm going to have to relearn a lot of stuff because I've been playing with mods, and this isn't like, most of these mods don't drastically change the game, but they change some of the small stuff that like I'd have to look up normally anyway. But that once you get feel for, it's like, you know, secondhand. But now I've gotten used to the mods, you know, giving me an extra help. Alright, we're gonna finish this row. Oh, and we're done. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna run back now, because this is gonna start making friends in like a second. Go, my friend. Oh my goodness, would you please? There we go. Good grief. Because it's the same button as my regular sprint button, so it doesn't make sense that my elk would have trouble sprinting, but I wouldn't. Mods don't want to change the game as I dig up fire clay. So the fire clay is not from a mod, actually. The fire clay is due to this world having been generated in 1.19. Okay, you're just kidding about that, yeah. Actually, there was brown clay in this world, so, and that was from a mod. But now the red clay does everything brown clay used to. We're just gonna tuck you away over here, I guess. Sorry, buddy. I thought we'd have more use for you, but at least you got some air. Alright, so fire clay. Let's fill this guy up if we can. Oh, wow. You got quite a lot there. Not too shabby. And this is still going. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, you are getting cold, though. Wow. Let's get this poured. Go. Oh, no. Get back in the heat. Melt. 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 Feels like the, denied, yeah. Feels like the scene from Spaceballs. Suck, suck, suck. Ooh. Is it good enough? Is it Contains molten copper. Okay, good. Good, good, good. There we go. You missed the days when it was just blue and fire clay. Yeah, there are a lot of game decisions that I often wonder, like, why Tyrone made them. Like, why make fire clay so hard to get now? Or at least not hard to get, but annoying to get. I guess it was already a chore. Now it's just flat out annoying. My goodness. There's 12 of those, and my hammer is here. Okay, so I'm not going to fire these yet because this will probably finish before everything cools, but I will get it prepped. Alright, so let's do some clay forming. So we already have 8 of the blue clay, but let's go ahead and make some more. And we won't need to make as many fire clay ones because they only come out in one color. The blue clay can do, what was it? Oops, not that. The blue clay can do, is it clay planter? Raw glue clay planter. Here we go. So black, gray, and cream. So basically the blue and the red clay will make triple the number of different colors as the fire clay, which just has 1. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 7. Okay. That was 8 for a minute there. So we already have 8 over there. We already have 4 in use inside the temple. I'm not concerned about that, having 4 extra, well, the black ones, dark brown ones. So let me think about that. Let's do like 8 of each color total. So we'll do 24 of these, 8 of these, and then 24 of the red clay when we get it. Which sounds like a lot, but that should be pretty quick to do, honestly. Planter. I guess we can just do 8 at a time. So we'll do 3 sets of 8 here, and then yeah, it should be easy. I do wonder with this, can I just do this? No, okay. One of those moments where I wonder if I should just go and install one of the clay forming mods. Oops. Uh-oh, someone said the M word. Calzamar. Oh, did you? I forgot. I forgot that I put in a rule for that word in chat. Oh no. Was it indeed the word about crafting and mining? I'm pretty sure I put a silly auto mod in with that word. It was the block game? Okay. I should make a command for that too, yeah. Exclamation point TOBG. That would be wise. Clay forming and reading chat don't go well together. Maybe once I get on the repeat layer part of this. Pretty sure you got modded for the space movie with Rick Moranis. Oh. I'll have to check on that. I didn't think the B word, it's gonna call it the B word, is a bad word, but maybe it is. Hey there, nuclear kittens. Oh, jeez. Okay, time to rest. Oh, free stuff. Thanks. Let's get out of here. Bedtime. The sphere word is illegal. We're getting attacked by mimes. Now these guys are not quiet enough to be mimes. I'm gonna put I'll put the fibers away in here since I have them. Oops. There we go. Put the nice green gear away over here. That was nice. A nice little surprise after the not so nice little surprise. Thanks for testing. Testing the B word. Chasing Nightbot. I got a reversible jacket for Christmas. I can't wait to see how it turns out. But yeah, you shouldn't get banned. I think it just deletes messages. Well, it's kind of weird. I have it set to just delete that message, but it's been deleting more than that. I was fiddling with that today to see if I could stop that. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh wait, no, oh no wonder. I was looking at CarlBot, not Nightbot tonight. Or earlier today. I might need to check out Nightbot then. Because CarlBot, which is what runs our Discord a little bit, does have the option of like, hey, if someone does a bad thing, how do we punish them? Do we delete that message? Do we kick them? Do we delete an hour of their message history? Doesn't it have an approved words list? It does. Well, no, it doesn't have an approved words. It has a banned words list. It's a blacklist. And I'm pretty sure I removed that word from it. Hey there, Kyoko Disaster. Welcome. How are things? Hope the temple's going well. Things are going okay. Had a very, very busy Christmas holiday / vacation week where I spent most of the week doing housework. But yeah, so life's been busy, and the temple is indeed coming along very well. Moderators should be able to approve messages. Yeah, I'll see about fixing that if I can. Good thing there's no sports on your channel. Yeah, seriously. I don't know why they would even like. Okay, I know why they have balls as a disallowed word, but like, holy cow, is it a common word in normal parlance, not just, you know, as slang for onigiri. How did YouTube insert that emote there? I don't know. It does weird stuff sometimes. It's like you're saying channel because you're laughing halfway through. A partial chuckle. A chuck. Speaking of Chuck, I got Kurazini into the Wallace and Gromit movies. And not all of them are like exactly the most appropriate as far as like scary things go, because there's a In one of them, called A Close Shave, there's a kind of scary robot dog. It's a little intense for a 4-year-old, but she's okay as long as one of us is in the room. And it's those movies make me so happy because they're adorable and funny and oh so clever. And claymation is just an amazing art form in the first place. Like, it's just the amount of thought that has to go into how much do I move the clay model every frame. Move model, take a picture, move model, take a picture. And, you do that for hundreds or thousands of hours until you get a movie. It's crazy. Alright, so I got 8 of those. I'm gonna make the fire clay ones real quick too. Knock them out. In 2020, the word election was automated on Twitch. The adult word that sounds like it was not. Amazing. The lengths people will go to. Pretty crazy. Get a few of these. How are we doing on? I'm going to go ahead and check our strips and nails. Alright, there we go. 8 more trunks. Oh, right, they only stack that high. Okay. Let's do that. We'll swap you around. We'll move you. There we go. And there we go. You agree with the sensor, Nuclear Kittens? It's a serif. Round objects make you uncomfortable. Now that there is some deep character lore, I can tell you. These I think are all the planters I want out of the fire clay, so we shouldn't really need any more after this, of fire clay specifically. And if I had to guess, we might not be able to do the red clay tonight. Or let's at least go get it. It'll get us out of the house, at least, right? So after I finish the fire clay planters here, I'll put away the clay for a minute. We'll go get a load of red clay. We'll fill our inventory. It seemed like that should be more than enough to do all the planters. And I don't really foresee a huge need for more red clay, so I won't focus on over acquiring it. To eat. Okay. Is this not the choriest of Chore streams you ever did see, though? Just doing clay forming over here. Don't mind me. The origin story of your craving for cheese and crackers is Wallace and Gromit. I love all the little jokes that you don't quite understand if you're adult, but they're not like adult jokes though. Like at the end of I think it's The Wrong Trousers, Wallace is like, "Oh, I do love a spot of gorgonzola." I'm like, who just eats gorgonzola, right? World's second smelliest cheese. By the way, is gorgonzola a hard cheese or soft cheese? I always think of it as like a companion to blue cheese, but I might be wrong about that. This is the ideal relaxing evening you had planned? Well, I'm glad. You would eat it, Finger Raymond? gorgonzola is a kind of blue cheese. Yeah, I mean, blue cheese is French, isn't gorgonzola basically the Italian version of it? And so, it is a bit different too. Notably stinkier than blue cheese. Speaking of cheese, I recently had some real Parmesan, which in the US, real actual Parmesan is kind of hard to come by. You usually get like knockoff junk. And I'm gonna be honest. So granted, you're supposed to use Parmesan for like grating into food, but like I had a little sliver of it, and by itself, it just tastes like cheddar, but extra sharp. Anybody else feel the same way, or am I about to get murdered here? Isn't blue cheese just a family of cheese? Well, I don't know. I think maybe we call it that in America. Like blue isn't like bleu, like the French word for blue. It's definitely specifically a French cheese. Cheddar plus TNT is debris. You would eat Limburger if your housemate would allow it. Well, speaking of stinky things, I made a recipe the other night, and it did not come out well. It was awful. And it was actually one of Max Miller from Tasting History. I made his Roman pork and pulse thing, and I don't know what I did wrong, but it was so awful. But I convinced Curizette to let me buy some garum. And it hasn't arrived yet, but we're gonna have a bottle of the stuff in the house, and I want to see what it's like. Parmesan is aged and very strong. Well, yeah, I mean, it's strong, but like the flavor profile really reminded me of just a very sharp cheddar. Like it didn't taste like I should say it tasted familiar, not exotic. If that makes any sense. It was just so similar to me to cheddar cheese. I was just surprised. You like eating Swiss cheese by itself? Do you specifically mean like American Swiss cheese with the holes, or actual Swiss cheese with no holes? And if so, which Swiss cheese? I was an exchange student in Switzerland back in you heard that year, right? Yep, good. So I got the full spiel of how we Americans don't understand what Swiss cheese really is. in any Swiss cheesemaker's household, cheese with holes is a failure, not a point of pride. Okay, youngin. The sliced one Santago brand, you think? Well, if it has holes, it's definitely the Americanized thing. But so it was kind of funny. The Swiss cheese we have in America is pretty. It's like slightly sour, but largely just pretty mild. It was funny how like basically all the cheeses in Switzerland tasted nothing like what America thinks Swiss cheese tastes like, and none of them had holes. Like it's a if your cheese has holes, you failed. Really, dude? Oh, I'm just gonna do some work in here. All right, let's pop you in there and you in there. Oh, so we should only need. Let me think. Oh no, we actually do need some more of the darker planters because we want to use them on the stairs, and I need. I don't know how many. Can I see on the map how many stairs we have? Would you please load? Thank you. 1, 2. I think we're using 6 per staircase. Shoot. We need to make even more of these. Okay. Let's go get some red clay, although it's 3 o'clock again. Ah, shoot. And this is ready. And it's cold again. Oh my goodness. Corazar, what are you doing with your life? Just burning coal. American cheese is often artificially colored. No. No, that's untrue. I'm told it's all natural. I have to smush you over there, don't I? I'm gonna hydrate while I'm waiting for this, so BRB. Okay, here we go. Fresh for one day. Ooh. Yeah, we're getting to the point where I'm going to have to just put these pies up to rot. Pretty soon. Still solid. Yeah, I guess it's not going to melt again until like, what, 1083, I think? I'm going to need more. Shoot. Really? Hey, it's molten again. Okay, interesting. So it apparently melts at a lower temperature than when it smelts, which is kind of weird. Had to get some cheese after all that. Old cheddar and some Cabernet Sauvignon. You know, I haven't bought cheese, like cheese for eating, for a while. And mostly it's because the price of cheese has gotten real stupid. I mean, so dumb. Like, it used to be... The cheese that I used to buy for, like, $5 a pop is now, like, at least 12. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. We have cheese vaults, how can it be so expensive? Capitalism! I'm just gonna run. Not chancing the cool I don't know how to sprint issue. Nice tongs. Yeah, I'm keeping them on me since we are using them. Otherwise, I'll put them away and then I'll burn my hands on the crucible again. Uh-oh. Dad joked. Why did the miner get fired from his job? He took it for granted. Ba-dum-bump. What's up, Piggly Wiggly? Just passing through. Ooh. You know, I'm gonna... keep that over. Before somebody gets hurt. Somebody named me. There we go. That's a little bit better. I think that was a Gneiss joke. Or is it Gneiss or just Gneiss? I forget. The G silent in that one. Did like the D in Django. Down there, that's water. That was an Elknut air pit? Yeah, it sure was. Alright, let's hippity hop our way up here. There's probably a closer red clay deposit, isn't there? I just didn't notice it when on the map when I was looking for it. This is probably clay up here, isn't it, too? Yeah, we got some blue clay right here. Okay. We are here for the red stuff. And a bite of pie. Hey, the nanner pudding. You like my tongs? Listen, they're my safety tongs. They come with me everywhere I go. I sleep with them at night, and they keep monsters away. So there. Got my hammer, too. We're going on an adventure, yep. My monster-killing tongs. That's right. Alright, there we go. Get out of here. Get out of my face. It seems like we need about 2.5 stacks of clay per 8 planters. Maybe a little bit less, like 2.25-ish. So we don't need a ton of this. We need like about 10 stacks. I think I'll still fill up my inventory. Just oh no, I don't want this. All right, I don't want that. So don't want that. Get out of here. Shoot. My emotional support tongs? Exactly. They're my tongies. Oh, great. No, it's back to low, so that's not too bad. Just realizing how late we are here. How late it is while we're out here. If we do get attacked, maybe we'll get some more green deers. So I could at least swap to my lantern to have better visibility of potential monsters. Would be smart. The Hobbit guide ended years ago, sadly. Yeah, it did, didn't it? That was a while ago now. It's so weird to think about how long ago that was. What's funny is, I think it's because I really did enjoy the result of the build and the process that went into the first guide season more. I actually remember the first guide season way better than the second. Like the second, I did enjoy the build. It didn't come out quite the way I had sort of imagined it would. I think maybe because like I don't want to say that I was bored with it, because I wasn't bored with it, but like it didn't feel as special. Maybe because it wasn't my first house that I built, you know? Or I don't know. It just didn't stick in my mind as well as my first house. I guess you always remember your first, you know? Never forget your first. That was where I cast the one tong into the volcano. The baked bean floor, that's right. Like you guys remember the baked bean floor. Until you mentioned it, I'd forgotten it even happened. I think that's what it is. The scale of the builds in the first guide season were so much more... They were larger. They were more dramatic. I think that's why they stick in my mind a little better. Like, I went I went really nutso in that first guide season. I mean, the amount of time I spent in that world way dwarfed the time in the second season. Yeah, this is plenty. I'm going to keep one slot open just for, I don't know, posterity. Just because. You know, I do have a bed. Let's sleep. I don't feel like finding any holes with my feet. Got the bean pond in the oasis. Yeah, I think this series will also stay with me a lot more than the second guide season and The Hobbit. Again, because like this was such a huge build. The Hobbit was kind of a focus on the Hobbit Hole was a focus on building small, and I did it kind of as a reaction to my own work in the first guide season, which was about big builds. And so I think because I didn't have to spend as much time planning or building those smaller builds, that might be why they don't stick in my head as much. You know, again, they weren't as dramatic, so yeah, that's probably it. I still enjoyed it, and I wasn't bored by it. But I did spend only about half as much time in that world as I did the first guide season. I did 2 big builds in the first season. Well, I did, but like even some of the smaller builds in the first season rivaled the size of the completed Hobbit Hole. Like the Lupine Lodge, the little restaurant we made, that was actually pretty big. That took me quite some time to finish, like out of game, or in real life. I think the only ones that didn't take a lot of time would be like the greenhouses, the clay forming hut, which ended up kind of being terrible for clay forming. It was just decorative, really. The leather, the tannery. What else is in that area? The smith was actually a pretty big build as far as that season went. You love the ship in the bottle? Yes, and that was part of the whole point of that season was, again, something small to make, right? We got this red clay. I might... I have space red clay somewhere? I do. Okay. So I want to get all the blue clay junk done. We have about 10 minutes left. Let's get the blue... Oh, right. Like, why can't I pull the clay out? I'm in put in mode. Do. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Did we start a new batch of this? No. Let's start a fresh batch. It's going to be... Oh, don't go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. You in there, and then what mod is it lets you pull more material to and putting in a crate for inventory? That's Crateful. This is also my first live stream build too. Yes, yep. This is this actually wasn't meant to be a live stream series. I think I talked about this pretty recently, but the first live stream I did for this series was my first live stream ever, and my plan was to do that and then turn this right back into like a regular building series and just, you know, build normally, and do like, you know, edited episodes. But I put it to a vote, and it was pretty overwhelmingly in favor of more live streams, so I did. I followed the votes. Yeah, as far as build size goes, I think I'm definitely more comfortable doing medium to large builds. Granted, Vintage Story does make smaller builds much easier to do. But you do have to contend with lighting issues. There's a big potential for lighting weirdness in small builds. And due to the nature of how drifter spawns work, with a small build, you either need to have a rift ward, or you need to light up a large area around your base that's like goes off into the grass or the woods or whatever, right? Excuse me. There we go. Sort of stuck there. It's weird. You like the live streaming, Dershep? Did you watch the original series, Dershep, or I'm just curious as to whether you prefer the live stream over edited episodes, and if so, I'd be curious as to why. You think a live stream guide series would be cool, would allow for questions in real time? I've been thinking about that. I don't know that I'll necessarily do that. I don't know. Part of me wants to stream myself recording the series, because it's sort of why not, right? I'm already going to be sitting here and recording. I may as well stream it, and then put out, and then edit the episodes and put it out. The only downside to that, I think, would be that because I'd be focused on recording, there'd be a lot of moments where I'd be reading or editing my plans or my script, which my script / plans are typically pretty brief. So it's do this, do that, cover this, cover that. It's not like a word for word kind of script. A lot of time spent just paging through the wiki, and a lot of me flubbing lines. Oh my goodness. Oh man, it gets bad sometimes. Yeah, I'll be doing an intro and be like, "Hello everyone, my name's Kurzar. Welcome to that." Let's try that again. Hello everyone, my name is Kurzar. Let's try that again. It gets so frustrating sometimes when my brain gets ahead of my mouth, which happens a lot when I'm not actively doing something else. Right now, I'm trying to keep my mouse covered, running up and down these planter designs here. If I'm not actively engaged in something else at the time, and I've already queued up what I want to say, I speak really quickly, which I'm sure y'all have noticed. And I really struggle to keep my tempo down to something approaching understandable comprehensibility. So you were watching before I streamed. You prefer... Okay, so you do prefer these because you can sort of tell me I missed a block and stuff? Yeah, that's one concern I actually have about doing a live streaming the process of making episodes, is that if I missed a block and I noticed somebody mentioning it in chat, part of me would want to be like, "Oh yeah, you saw that? Okay, cool, I'll get that block." And part of me would, because I want to present something somewhat professional in the edited episodes, I wouldn't want to have any recordings of me engaging chat in the actual episode, because there'd be so much that'd be out of context for the viewer at that point, because there's no chat replay, there's no continuity of me talking to you guys or reading your chat, unless I read it out loud and don't edit it out. And given that I want to keep episodes to between 20 to 40 minutes, that could be a challenge. I'll think about that. That's something that I don't need to come up with an answer right now. I'll think about that before I start the next series. For sure. Oh, I missed this, didn't I? Yes, I did. Are you still hot? It is. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Run! Do the same nanner pudding? Okay, interesting. And you guys like to have something to look forward to each week? I mean, with the guide series, I did keep to a Monday Friday schedule, so it was still sort of a 2 days a week kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, given how Chores and I have sort of managed our schedules, like, it would be feasible schedule-wise for me to say, okay, I'm going to be, I'll be recording an episode on Sunday morning and Wednesday evening, and then like do my editing outside of that. That's honestly, schedule-wise, quite feasible. That's not a problem at all. It would definitely be more like if an episode needs... I'll put it this way. If an episode needs more than about 3 hours of play, I did something wrong. So there is that. There's a good chance I might need to think about having, adding in either an extra day of stream or doing longer streams, at least on Sundays. I mean, I could certainly stream in the evenings till like maybe 11. I wouldn't necessarily want to. I often need some time after this stream to like wind down and rest my voice and just sort of get ready for bed mentally, Alright, so that is 8 more. So we got a few more that we need to do, and we got to do all the red ones. So I do need to make basically 12 more of those, so that we can have the 6 and 6 for the stairwells each. Or I could just do 8 more. And maybe what I'll do is I'll start those 8 so I don't forget about them entirely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll start those. We'll have a bite to eat. And then I'm going to update this. We're going to remove all this junk. Oops. Oh, no. What did I delete? Oh, it was make nails and strips. There we go. So, there we go. And I'm going to say, we'll remove you, and we'll say 8 blue clay planters. We'll do 24 red clay planters. And I do imagine at some point we will make some flower pots, too. So. And then 3 separate clay firings. Oh boy. I'm going to make you white again and make you all gray. So those are the things queued up for next Wednesday. There we go. Temple interior stairs. I think for Sunday, I'm going to delete that. For Sunday, we're going to do temple interior conversion. And we'll see if I remember what that means on Sunday. What it means to me tonight is I want to start rebuilding some of the temple interior. Right now it's all like ashlar. I want to start putting in some of the actual materials that are going to be in there forever. So smooth sandstone and probably a little bit of acacia, some of the bamboo screen we were talking about for some of the like airy entry and exit ways and things, and the little screeny windows. So yeah, that's hopefully what we'll do Sunday. Who knows if that will be what we actually do Sunday, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? But that's going to do it, guys. Thank y'all for hanging out tonight. And as always, I know Husband Chores are. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.